Datta Sri Guru Datta Jai Guru 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 Datta Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha, Harihi Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Barup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Pujya Shri Datta Ji or Datta Appaji, as this program, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join his second in command, Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadi Bhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namas Sadguru Padukabhyam. Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidanandarupam Vibhudharivahasevyam Yogamargadhirudham Sharanamupagatanam Sanghadrivajram Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhaktinamro Namami Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's episode of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots Couva, Bellini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and Koke Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayaro Road, San Fernando.
Last week on Datta Arpanam, you heard that after Lord Srinivasa and Padmavati Devi were wed, that divine couple returned to Tirupati. And since it is a common custom for a newly married couple to avoid embarking on pilgrimage for the first 6 months of their marriage, when Lord Srinivasa and Padmavati Devi arrived at Tirupati, instead of ascending Sheshachalam, they stayed at the bottom of the hill, at the home of Agastya Maharishi.
So, if the plan is to go to Sheshachalam in 6 months' time, then what happens in the story in the meantime? Well, stay tuned in to Datta Arpanam to find out. At the end of last week's episode, you were promised an eventful continuation of the story today. So be sure to stay tuned in to this morning's program right here on 103.1 FM.
As always, let us begin today's contemplation with the worship of Lord Ganapati. Please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 52 and join in devotional singing.
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. గణం గణం బీజగమే గణం అణువుల జీవుల గణం గణం. గణం గణం బీజగమే గణం అణువుల జీవుల గణం గణం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. మూలాధారము జీవగణం స్వాధిష్ఠానము సస్యగణం మణిపూరము సంపదల గణం అనాగతం బది వాయుగణం. గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం. విశుద్ధమనగా విబుధగణం ఆజ్ఞాచక్రము శక్తిగణం
ఆజ్ఞాచక్రము శక్తిగణం
సహస్రపద్మము తత్వగణం
సహస్రపద్మము తత్వగణం
ఇకపై మిగిలినదేమి గణం
ఇకపై మిగిలినదేమి గణం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయినా గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గోళాలన్నీ అణుగణము
గోళాలన్నీ అనుగణము
ఆకాశమంతా లోకగణం
ఆకాశమంతా లోకగణం
ఈ గణపతి గణమణి ద్రుణిలో
ఈ గణపతి గణమణి కృణిలో
సచ్చిదానందుని గుణమగుణం
సచ్చిదానందుని గుణమగుణం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయినా గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయిన గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణగణమునకు పతి అయినా గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం గణపతి దొరకు జయం జయం
Just as eating the right food is good for physical health, so too singing the right songs is good for mental health. The bhajan compositions of Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji, bhajans like the one you just heard, are not only like nutrients for the mind and intellect, but they are also nutrients for the soul. You were just listening to Pujya Datta Ji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's Sandhya Hour of Devotion, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta Ji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. As we prepare for today's contemplation, please join in worshipping Naranarayana Maharishis, Goddess Saraswati, and Sage Vyasa.
Narayanam namaskritya naran chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayeta. The wedding of Padmavati Devi and Venkateshwara Swami, or Lord Srinivasa, had taken place with the utmost grandeur. Now that the wedding was finished and the bride and groom had returned to Tirupati, Lord Srinivasa informed Lord Brahma and Rudra that he would stay at the hermitage of Agastya Maharishi for 6 months before going up the hill.
Lord Srinivasa then gifted clothes and jewelry to all the celestials. He then bid each one of them farewell and sent them to their respective homes.
Meanwhile, Lakshmi Devi approached Lord Srinivasa and sought his permission to go to Karavirapuram so that she could continue her penance there. Remember, when Lakshmi Devi fled Vaikunta and headed to earth, she had settled in Karavirapuram. Now that Lord Srinivasa's vow to Vedavati had been honored, Goddess Lakshmi wanted to return to Karavirapuram.
Although he felt bad, Lord Srinivasa blessed Lakshmi Devi and gave his permission for her to leave. The divine couple of Padmavati Devi and Lord Srinivasa started living their life together at the ashrama of Agastya Muni.
Listeners, we do not know what would have happened had Lakshmi Devi not intervened in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam. Actually, the fact that the Lord even came down to earth was a consequence of the actions of Lakshmi Devi. Remember, the Lord came down to earth because he was following Lakshmi Devi. So, what a debt of gratitude we owe to that Divine Mother. Thanks to her, in Kali Yuga, Lord Mahavishnu descended from Vaikuntha to earth.
Let us show our appreciation for Goddess Lakshmi, her words, and her actions as we join Pujya Datta Ji in worshipping her. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 608 and join in chanting Victory to Goddess Lakshmi as we sing this invigorating bhajan.
Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma.
Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma.
Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma. Jaya ho
Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma.
Jaya ho
Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma. Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma,
Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma. Jaya ho
Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma.
Naragari Sundari Lakshmi Ma, Bhuvana Shubhakari Lakshmi Ma.
Narahari Sundari Lakshmi Ma, Bhuvana Shubhakari Lakshmi Ma.
Naragari Sundari Lakshmi Ma, Bhuvana Shubhakari Lakshmi Ma.
Narahari Sundari Lakshmi Ma, Bhuvana Shubhakari Lakshmi Ma. Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma. Jaya ho Lakshmi Ma, Jaya 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 Lakshmi Ma.
भूपुर में तू भुवनेश्वरी, भूपुर में तू भुवनेश्वरी, षोडश दल में सुंदरी,
षोडशदल में सुंदरी.
भूपुर में तू भुवनेश्वरी, भुवनेश्वरी, षोडश दल में सुंदरी,
षोडशदल में सुंदरी.
अष्टपद्म में मन्मथ रूपी, अष्टपद्म में
मन्मथ रूपी,
अष्टपद्म में मन्मथ रूपी,
अष्टपद्म में मन्मथ रूपी.
चतुर्दशर में भाग्यदायिनी, चतुर्दशर में भाग्यदायिनी, चतुर्दशर में भाग्यदायिनी,
चतुर्दशर में भाग्यदायिनी.
दायिनी.
जय हो लक्ष्मी माँ, जय 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 लक्ष्मी माँ.
जय
जय जय जय जय लक्ष्मी माँ.
बहिर्दशार में सिद्धिदायिनी,
दशार में
सिद्धिदायिनी, अंतर्दशार में रक्षा करती,
दशार में रक्षा करती.
अष्टकोणमे रोगनिवारिणि अष्टकोणमे रोगनिवारिणि अष्टकोणमे रोगनिवारिणि अष्टकोणमे रोगनिवारिणि त्रिकोणमे तु त्रिपुरा देवी त्रिकोणमे तु त्रिपुरा देवी बिन्दुरूपिणी ललिता मायी ललिता मायी शक्तिरूपिणी श्रीचक्रवासिनी बिन्दुरूपिणी ललिता मायी ललिता मायी शक्तिरूपिणी श्रीचक्रवासिनी जगन्मोहिनी सर्वव्यापिनी जगन्मोहिनी जगन्मोहिनी सर्वव्यापिनी रूपातीत सच्चिदानन्दिनी रूपातीत सच्चिदानन्दिनी जय जय लक्ष्मी माँ जय हो लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 लक्ष्मी माँ जय जय लक्ष्मी माँ जय जय लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 हो लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 लक्ष्मी जय हो लक्ष्मी माँ जय हो लक्ष्मी माँ 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 जय हो जय हो जय 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 लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 लक्ष्मी माँ जय 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 लक्ष्मी।
What love and devotion the bhajan compositions of Ganapati Datta ji instill in the one who listens to them and in the one who sings them. And listeners, I suspect we do not even come close to realizing what peace that devotion brings us.
On the SGS Post's Facebook page, Puja Dattaji has said that it is only in the path of true devotion that all fears disappear. And think about it, when we have true devotion, then we come to accept that everything that happens is God's will, and we have faith in that will. So, if God is in control, if Guru is in control, why do we ever need to worry or be afraid? We don't.
So everyone, When Pujya Dattaji says that we should spend 15 minutes singing bhajans every day, it is not because he has anything to gain. The ones gaining are the devotees who heed his instructions and do not treat them as mere passing words. And when he says that if you sit in a corner and sing, I will come, it does not mean that he is traveling from Mysore to come to Trinidad or whichever country in which you may be living. He is Smatragami. He is here, there, and everywhere. There is nowhere that he is not. That is why he is Smatragami, why he is the one who we only need to think of him, and in a flash he is there. It is because he was never far away to begin with. When he says that when we sing he will come, he is showing us how to develop our awareness of his omnipresence, or how to be aware of his presence everywhere. He is fostering devotion, which in turn opens us up to divine awareness. So everyone, sing bhajans every day.
And don't worry if you feel you do not have a singing voice. What matters to the Lord is not how good we sound, but with how much devotion the songs are offered.
Plus, like with everything else, practice brings about improvement. So if you sing for 15 minutes every day, you may not sound like you have good melody now, but it will come. And hopefully, today's Lord Ganapati Bhajan and Devi Bhajan helped to get you started with your daily singing for today.
The one who led us in that beautiful bhajan was Parama Puja Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Dattaji. Today's episode of Datta Arpanam is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Puja Sri Dattaji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Koke Supermart Limited.
Today you heard that during the 6 months immediately following their wedding, Lord Srinivasa and Padmavati Devi stayed at the home of Agastya Muni. During that time, one day a messenger brought word that Akasha Raja, Padmavati's father, had fallen ill. Srinivasa, Padmavati Devi, Vakula Devi, and Agastya Muni immediately left to go be with the king.
When he saw his son-in-law, Akasha Raja asked him to protect his younger brother Tondaman, as well as his son Padmavati's brother Vasudhanu. Tondaman and Vasudhanu were not on good terms, and this is why the king made this request of Lord Srinivasa.
Shortly after that conversation, not only did Akasha Raja's life force leave his body, but so did Dharani Devi's. A Vimana arrived and took their celestial bodies to Vaikunta. Vasudhanu then performed the final rites for his parents, and Srinivasa and Padmavati Devi returned to Agastya Muni's ashrama.
Following the death of King Akasha, his brother Tondaman and his son Vasudhanu had some huge fights. This eventually led to a war breaking out. Both Tondaman and Vasudhanu decided to get Lord Srinivasa's help.
What was the Lord to do? He was fond of both Tondaman and Vasudhanu. He could not decide which of them to help, and so he asked Padmavati's opinion on the matter.
Padmavati felt that since her brother Vasudhanu was on his own, he was the one the Lord should help. Remember, not only had both of Vasudhanu's parents passed away, but after getting married to Lord Srinivasa, his sister Padmavati had moved away. So since Vasudhanu was now left on his own, Padmavati felt that he needed the Lord's support more than Tondaman did.
Lord Srinivasa promised to help Vasudhanu, and while the Lord and Vasudhanu were both quite pleased with this decision, Tondaman was very disappointed. He approached Srinivasa, who then reassured him that he had a good future good strength, manpower, ammunition, etc.
Still though, Tondaman was very depressed. He felt like the Lord had favored Vasudhanu in his decision.
But remember, the Lord loves all of his children. So Srinivasa assured Tondaman that he cared equally for both Vasudhanu and him. He told Tondaman that he and Vasudhanu were the same to him and that he does not differentiate between them. He promised Tondaman that he would treat both Tondaman and Vasudhanu fairly.
Lord Srinivasa promised to give Tondaman his Shankha and his Chakra, his Sudarshana Chakra. It was like in the Mahabharata when Lord Krishna agreed to be on the Pandavas' side, but he gave away military power to the Kauravas. In this case, the Lord would be on Vasudhanu's side, but he gave his Shankha and Chakra to Tondaman, saying that they were more powerful than even he was.
Hearing this, Tondaman was now very happy and left to start the war. But while in the war at Kurukshetra, Sri Krishna was a charioteer and did not actually fight. Here, Lord Srinivasa fought. He fought against Tondaman's army. Seeing the Lord destroying their army, Tondaman's soldiers were getting scared and were running away. Tondaman, feeling demoralized or disheartened, lost his confidence and started praying to the Sudarshana Chakra, which is the power of the Lord.
Sudarshana, in response to Tondaman's prayers, went towards Lord Srinivasa and hit the Lord on his chest. With that, Lord Srinivasa fell unconscious.
What will happen now? Will Tondaman win the war? Can anyone win against the Lord? Well, continue listening to today's episode of Datta Arpanam to find out. But before we hear the rest of today's story, having been reminded of the Lord's love for all of his children, let us, his children, return that love in the form of devotional singing. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 1305 and join in this offering. As you probably know, next Sunday is Mahashivaratri. So as we look forward to that day, a day which is so meaningful in the story of Pujya Dattaji, let us join in worshipping Lord Shiva. Once again, the Bhajan ID number is 1305.
Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. 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 Jagadodhara Girijaramana Jagadodhara Girijaramana Kailasavasanat Namah Shivaya. Kailasavasanat Namah Shivaya. Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Digambaresha Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Gajajarmambara Namah Shivaya. Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Isha Patisha Jagannivasa Jagadodhara
जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय
कंबुकंदर नीला मेघा
कंबुकंदर नीला मेघा
शंभो नंदन नमः शिवाय शंभो नंदन नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास
जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय
जटाजूट नमः शिवाय
जटाजूट नमः शिवाय
त्रिपुंड्रलोचन नमः शिवाय
त्रिपुण्ड्रलोचन नमः शिवाय
जटाजूट नमः शिवाय
जटाजूट नमः शिवाय
त्रिपुंड्रलोचन नमः शिवाय
त्रिपुण्ड्रलोचन नमः शिवाय
त्रिनेत्रपाल नमः शिवाय
त्रिनेत्रपाल नमः शिवाय
त्रिशूलपाणि नमः शिवाय
त्रिशूलपाणि नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
शिव 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 नमः शिवाय
शिव 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 नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
शिव 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 नमः शिवाय
शिव 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 नमः शिवाय
सांब सदा शिव सदा शिवाय
साम्ब सदा शिव सदा शिवाय
सदा शिवाय महेश्वराय
सदा शिवाय महेश्वराय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय ईशपतीश जगन्निवास जगदोद्धार नमः शिवाय
जगदोद्धार गिरिजारमण
जगदोद्धार गिरिजारमण
कैलासवासनाथ नमः शिवाय
कैलासवासनाथ नमः शिवाय
कामायकार नमः शिवाय
नामायकार नमः शिवाय
अखिलाण्डकोटि नमः शिवाय
अखिलाण्डकोटि नमः शिवाय
नामायकार नमः शिवाय
नामायकार नमः शिवाय
नामायकार नमः शिवाय
नामायकार नमः शिवाय
अखिलाण्डकोटि नमः शिवाय
अखिलाण्डकोटि नमः शिवाय
ब्रह्माण्डनायक नमः शिवाय
ब्रह्माण्डनायक नमः शिवाय
Shanti Sadashivaya.
Om Namah Shanti Sadashivaya.
Sadashivaya Maheshwaraya.
Sadashivaya Maheshwaraya.
Om Namah Shanti Sadashivaya. Om Namah Shanti Sadashivaya. Om Namah Shanti Sadashivaya. Om Namah Shanti Sadashivaya. Sadashivaya Maheshwaraya.
Sadashivaya Maheshwaraya. Ishapatisha Jagantivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. Ishapatisha Jagantivasa Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya.
Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya.
Jagadodhara Namah Shivaya. 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 Namah Shivaya.
That bhajan was spontaneously composed by Pujya Dattaji at the sight of a buried lingam that would not budge, no matter how many people tried to lift it from the ground. Yet Pujya Dattaji simply wrapped his arms around that sacred lingam, and like a child's toy, it allowed itself to be easily lifted from that spot.
When we remember that story, it adds extra beauty to that already beautiful bhajan. What a joy it is to sing or even hear that divine composition of Pujya Dattaji's.
And hearing it in the run-up to Mahashivaratri is even more special. After all, it was on a Mahashivaratri night when he was only a child that Pujya Dattaji had a very unique and divine experience, seeing his mother as the universal mother for the first time.
And that was the night when his mother and guru, Mata Jayalakshmi, also blessed him with the knowledge of Sri Vidya, or the most divine wisdom.
It was also the night when Mata Jayalakshmi blessed her young son to be a Chiranjeevi, or one who is eternal or forever living.
So listeners, Mahashivaratri is such an important day to Datta devotees. And bearing that in mind, we encourage you to tune in to Datta Arpanam next Sunday, Mahashivaratri Day at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, right here on 103.1 FM for a special Shivaratri celebration.
In the meantime, thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Dattaji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Before today's Lord Shiva Bhajan, you heard that Tondaman employed the same Sudarshana Chakra which was given to him by the Lord. Sudarshana hit the Lord in the chest, knocking him unconscious.
When her husband fell unconscious, Padmavati Devi approached Agastya Maharishi and sought his help. The sage advised her to stop the war.
Padmavati entered the battlefield. Her first act once there was to ensure that Srinivasa regained consciousness.
But once the Lord regained consciousness, he launched a fierce attack on Tondaman.
Seeing this, Padmavati felt sorry for her uncle. She fell at her husband's feet and begged him to stop the war between her brother and her uncle.
Seeing this, Srinivasa became angry and asked her to leave the battlefield.
But Agastya Muni, having learnt from Padmavati that Srinivasa had been knocked unconscious, had also arrived there. Now he too asked Srinivasa to bring this war to an end.
But Srinivasa refused. He said that he had decided to send Tondaman and his son to heaven and to ensure that the kingdom was handed over to Padmavati's brother.
Padmavati's sadness multiplied. Agastya Maharishi again beseeched the Lord. With hands folded in Namaskara Mudra, he pleaded, saying, "O Lord, please stop the war. Please ensure that these two become friends."
Saying this, Agastya Muni sat in the battlefield and started to meditate. Srinivasa was startled to see the sage meditating in the middle of the battlefield. He immediately agreed to listen to the Muni's recommendation and bring an end to the war.
Only then did Agastya Maharishi stop his meditation. Padmavati was happy. The war ended and the celestials congratulated Agastya Maharishi. Tondaman agreed to Srinivasa's order, as did Vasudhanu actually. Lord Srinivasa instructed them to be friends forever, and he then told them to each take half of the kingdom.
Listeners, in this world, we do not have to live with an all or nothing mentality. Sharing ensures that all parties benefit and no party is left without something. But in addition to this, an attitude of sharing helps to ensure peace or tranquility. It is not worth fighting over property or material wealth. When we leave this earth, will we take that wealth with us? No, we will not. So instead of ruining relationships or even risking the loss of life, try to live a life of peace and sharing.
And speaking of a life of peace, external peace and internal peace are not mutually exclusive. When our minds are at peace, it is easier to project that peacefulness externally. At the same time, when our surroundings are peaceful, it is easier to foster a peaceful state of mind. But while we may not always have control over how peaceful our surroundings are, we can take steps to ensure that even in the most turbulent environment, our minds remain at peace, and that is by keeping our thoughts on God or Guru at all times. Divya Nama Sankirtanam helps us to do this. So everyone, please join Pujya Datta Ji now as he leads us in Divya Nama Sankirtanam.
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయ్యా
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 అమ్మ దుఃఖము పాపినావు
దుఃఖము పాపినావు
అయ్య బాసట నిలచినావు
అయ్యప్ప సట నిలచినావు
జాతికంతకు ప్రాణదానము
జాతి కంటకు ప్రాణదానము
చేసి సంజీవనుడవైతివి
చేసి సంజీవనుడవైతివి
బాసట నిలచినావు జాతికంతకు ప్రాణదానము చేసి సంజీవనుడవైతివి ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా శక్తిమూర్తివి నీవే అయినను దాని గరికెగనైన తలపవు దానిని తరులు కోరి పొగడిన దాని ఫలమును వారికిత్తు శక్తిమూర్తివి నీవే అయినను దాని గరికెగనైన తలపవు దానిని తరులు కోరి పొగడిన దాని ఫలమును వారికిత్తు ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా కాంతి వేగమునందుకొనియు విద్యలిమ్మని వెంటబడితివి హరిహరాత్మక నందికొనియు సర్వసేవక పదవి నుండివి కాంతి వేగమునందుకొనియు విద్యలిమ్మని వెంటబడితివి హరిహరాత్మక నందికొనియు సర్వసేవక పదవి నుండివి ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా సముద్రము దాటివేసియు
సముద్రము దాటివేసియు
మమ్ము బోటుల మరువవైతివి
మమ్ముల మరువవైతివి
నిన్ను కొంతే కొలచుచున్నను
నిన్ను కొంటే కొలచుచున్నను
సచ్చిదానందము ఇచ్చుచుంటివి
సచ్చిదానందము ఇచ్చుచుంటివి
భవ సముద్రము దాటివేసియు
సముద్రము దాటివేసియు
మమ్ము బోటుల మరువవైతివి
మమ్ముల మరువవైతివి
నిన్ను కొంతే కొలచుచున్నను
నిన్ను కొంటే కొలచుచున్నను
సచ్చిదానందము ఇచ్చుచుంటివి
సచ్చిదానందము ఇచ్చుచుంటివి
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయ్యా
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయ్యా
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయా
ఆంజనేయ గతివి నీవే జయము శుభముల నీవయ్యా
జయము శుభముల నీవయా
జయము శుభముల నీవయ్యా
On that divine note, everyone, today's episode of Datta Arpanam now begins to draw to an end.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji and Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swami Ji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Sri Datta Ji and Sri Swami Ji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing this devotional hour with us.
If you would like to listen to today's program again, check out the Datta Arpanam Facebook page where later this week the YouTube link for today's episode will be shared.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji.
Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Etat phalam Shri Sadguru Charanaravindarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
ఓం శాంతి 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 హరి ఓం తత్సత్